Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Chill English channel, where learning English feels calm, friendly, and real.
If you studied English in 2025, even a little, even on and off, this episode was made just for you.
This past year was busy for many people, and learning English was not easy or smooth every day.
Some days you felt motivated and hopeful, and some days you felt tired, confused, or disappointed.
Maybe you opened an English book, watched a short video, or listened to a podcast and thought, I should study more.
Maybe you studied for a few days, stopped for a while, then came back again with fresh energy and good intentions.
That pattern is very normal because learning is not perfect and life keeps changing around us.
In 2025, many learners tried their best while working long hours, studying hard, or caring for family.
If that sounds like you, please know you are not weak and you are definitely not alone.
Before we continue, take a second to subscribe so you can keep learning with us in a calm way.
This episode is not about pressure or strict rules, but about looking back with honesty and kindness.
We want to talk about last year using simple English that feels natural and easy to understand.
Jake, when you think about studying English in 2025, what feeling comes to your mind first?
Honestly, I feel pride and frustration together because I studied, but I also stopped many times.
That feeling is very common because effort and struggle often live together in learning.
I remember days when I practiced speaking and felt happy because I understood more than before.
I also remember days when I felt slow and wondered why progress did not come faster.
Still, when I look back now, I can see that I learned new words and clearer sentence patterns.
Progress is often quiet, and sometimes it hides inside small moments we forget too easily.
Maybe you understood a movie line, replied to a message, or thought in English for a few seconds.
Those moments mattered, even if stress made you forget them later in the year.
In 2025, learning English was also about managing time, emotions, and daily responsibilities.
You wanted to stay consistent, but life changed plans, and learning sometimes came second.
That does not mean you failed, it means you lived a real year with real limits.
Looking back, it is okay to feel proud and still wish you did a little more.
Right now, we are not judging the past, we are simply noticing it with care.
As you listen, think about one small English moment that made you feel confident.
Hold that moment gently, because it proves that learning truly happened for you.
This calm reflection is the first step to understanding your journey clearly.
And as we continue, we will slowly explore these experiences together without stress.
Many learners think progress must be big and fast, but real progress is often small and quiet.
You may not notice growth every day, but when you look back, changes appear.
In 2025, you showed up more than you remember, even when motivation was low.
You listened, you tried, you failed, and you tried again, which already shows strength.
Some weeks felt productive, and other weeks passed without any English practice.
Those breaks do not erase effort. They are part of a human rhythm.
Learning a language is emotional because it touches confidence and self-belief.
That is why some days felt heavy, even when you were doing your best.
If you ever felt shy or embarrassed using English, that feeling makes sense. Many learners felt the same way in 2025, even if they never said it.
Today is a moment to breathe, listen, and accept how the year really felt.
There is no test here, no score, and no comparison with others. This space is for reflection, calm thinking, and gentle understanding.
As this conversation continues, allow yourself to feel proud without pressure.
You stayed on the path, even when the path felt slow or unclear.
That alone is something worth noticing right now. All right now, let's talk more about what actually happened in 2025. Not just feelings, but actions.
Yes, we want to share real experiences, simple things you did or tried, so listeners can relate.
For example, I remember trying to speak English every morning, even if only for 10 minutes.
That's funny because some mornings I only whispered a few words to myself before coffee.
Exactly. But those tiny moments counted, even if they felt small.
I also tried listening to a podcast every day. Some days I understood almost nothing, but I kept listening.
And that's the key, right? Consistency is more important than perfect understanding.
Yes, even a single word or sentence you catch makes progress over time.
In 2025, I also wrote short messages in English to friends. I sometimes made mistakes, of course, but I kept sending them anyway.
Mistakes are part of learning, and they teach you more than just reading or listening ever could.
I also learned new phrases by watching TV shows. I didn't always remember everything, but repetition helped.
Repetition is powerful, even when you think you are not learning. That's how the brain stores words naturally.
Let's give listeners a quick practice. Think of one English word or phrase you learned last year. Pause for a moment.
Good. Now try to use it in a short sentence. Don't worry about mistakes. Just say it in your mind or out loud.
I like this because it reminds us that learning can be playful and calm, not stressful.
Another thing I did in 2025 was reading easy English articles. Some were just a few sentences long, but I read every day.
That's perfect, because small daily habits add up more than long sessions done once a month.
And listening is another simple habit. I sometimes listened while walking, doing chores, or cooking.
That's exactly what I did too. Background listening helps your brain get used to English sounds.
I also noticed that sharing my progress with a friend kept me motivated. Even small encouragement matters.
Sharing is very important. When someone else hears your effort, you feel proud and more likely to continue.
Okay, let's talk about challenges now. What was one thing you struggled with last year?
Oh, grammar mistakes, definitely. I kept mixing tenses all the time.
Same here, but each mistake taught me something new, so they weren't failures at all.
Another challenge was finding time. Some weeks I felt I couldn't study at all, but I kept going eventually.
Even stopping for a few days is okay. Restarting is part of the process.
Listeners, think about one time last year when you struggled with English. Pause for a moment.
Good. Now, notice that you still tried again. That effort itself is progress.
In 2025, I also tried to use new vocabulary in real life. I sometimes forgot words, of course, but practicing made them stick over time.
And practicing in small steps makes you feel more confident. Even a single sentence counts.
Another tip is mixing listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Each activity supports the others.
I realized that trying one method alone doesn't work as well. Balance is key.
Okay, let's give listeners a little exercise. Think of one thing you learned last year. Try to say it in a sentence, and then imagine sharing it with a friend.
Don't worry if it's imperfect. That's how all learners grow.
One more tip. Notice your small wins. Did you understand a sentence in a show? Could you reply to a message? Did you read a paragraph without translation?
All of those are wins. Sometimes we forget the small victories, but they matter a lot.
In 2025, I also tracked my learning in a notebook. It wasn't perfect, but I could see my progress day by day.
That's a great idea. Reflection helps you understand what worked and what didn't.
So, listeners, take a small notebook or phone note. Write down one English win you had last year.
It can be tiny, like understanding a word, or bigger, like finishing a lesson.
Each of these small steps builds confidence and makes you ready for the next year.
In 2025, learning English was more than studying. It was about patience, persistence, and calm effort.
And that's exactly what we want you to take away. Every little effort counted, even if it didn't feel like it.
So relax, breathe, and remember that your small wins are real progress.
Keep reflecting, keep practicing, and know that Part 3 will help you summarize and feel proud of your year.
For now, think of all the small efforts you made and smile, because you actually did a lot more than you remember.
And that feeling is what keeps learning calm, effective, and enjoyable, just like chill English is meant to be.
All right, we are at the final part of this episode, and now it's time to reflect and feel proud of your journey in 2025.
Yes, this is where we remind ourselves that every effort, every small step really mattered.
Think about the days you studied English, even when you didn't feel like it. That effort was real and important.
And maybe some days you only read a single word or listened for 5 minutes. That counts too.
Absolutely. Small moments create big changes over time, even if it doesn't feel obvious at first.
In 2025, you probably made mistakes. I know I did. And that's perfectly normal.
Mistakes are actually part of learning. They show that you are trying, experimenting, and growing.
Let's take a moment to celebrate one thing you did well last year. Even a small win matters.
Maybe it was understanding a sentence in a movie, replying to a message, or speaking to someone in English for the first time.
Each of those moments built confidence and helped you feel more comfortable with the language.
Now think about how far you came since the start of 2025. You probably learned words, phrases, or sentences you didn't know before.
And that growth is yours. No one can take it away, and it shows that your effort was worth it.
As we move into the new year, it's good to set gentle goals. Not pressure yourself too much, but keep your learning going.
For example, you can decide to speak with a friend for 5 minutes, listen to one podcast, or read a short article each day.
Even small daily habits create amazing results when repeated consistently.
And don't forget, reflection is also part of learning. Take a moment every week to see what worked and what felt good.
That will help you feel proud and motivated without stress. Progress feels natural when it is recognized.
Now let's think about feelings. How did learning English make you feel last year? Excited? Frustrated? Proud?
Remember, all those feelings are valid. Learning a language is emotional because it is personal and meaningful.
And the key is to accept those emotions without judgment. They show that you are growing, not failing.
Sometimes we laugh at mistakes and feel proud at the same time, and that's a perfect mix for learning.
Look forward to the new year as an opportunity to continue gently, with curiosity and patience.
Imagine yourself speaking, understanding, and using English confidently. Even small progress will make you feel stronger.
Every day you practice, every word you learn builds a foundation for bigger achievements.
And you don't need to do it perfectly. Just consistent effort, reflection, and a calm attitude make all the difference.
Take a moment to smile at yourself for showing up in 2025. That effort is real, and you should be proud.
And remember, learning English is not just about language. It's about confidence, curiosity, and believing in yourself.
As we finish this episode, we encourage you to comment below about one thing you learned or tried last year.
Share your story with us. It can be small, funny, or even imperfect. We love reading your experiences.
And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep learning together calmly and positively in the new year.
Yes, we want you to keep growing with us, step by step, moment by moment.
Look back with pride, look forward with hope, and continue your English journey with confidence.
Every little effort counts, every mistake teaches, and every day brings new opportunities to learn.
You did more than you realized in 2025, and that strength will carry you into the next year.
So keep practicing, keep reflecting, and most importantly, keep enjoying the process.
Your journey is unique, meaningful, and powerful. Remember that as you continue to learn.
We are proud of you already, and the best part is, the journey has just begun.
Stay calm, stay curious, and step into the new year ready to grow, smile, and succeed with English.
That's it for part 3. Thank you for reflecting, learning, and sharing this calm moment with us.
Remember, your effort matters, your growth matters, and most importantly, you matter.
Keep going gently and enjoy every small success along the way. You are ready for an amazing 2026.